When Liverpool renewed Virgil van Dijk's contract, they did more than just tie their star defender down to a new 2-year deal. Van Dijk is more than a world-class center-back. He's more, even, than a peerless skipper. The Netherlands icon has transcended his post as one of Liverpool's star players, immortalizing his name in Liverpool lore, right up there alongside Alan Hansen. Yes, he turns 34 next month. And, well, yes, Liverpool will need to be more careful in managing their captain's minutes as he reaches the autumn days of his illustrious Premier League career. But Van Dijk leads by example, and that's on and off the field. He's more than a defender. He's a leader and rousing force. Tune into Liverpool on the television, and you'll hear the 6'4" star baying at his teammates before heading out of the tunnel, switching them into gear. Let's enjoy him while we can, because FSG's transfer chief, Richard Hughes, is already hard at work trying to secure a long-term heir. Liverpool's efforts to sign the next Van Dijk. Dean Huijsen was written in the stars to succeed Van Dijk at Anfield. After a stunning breakout campaign at Bournemouth last year, the 20-year-old became one of the most sought-after young players in Europe, hailed for his incredible potential. Van Dijk left Southampton to sign for Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, and Huijsen could have followed a similar path, each proving a cut above. Moreover, Huijsen, while a Spanish international, was born and reared in Amsterdam to Dutch parents before relocating to Spain when he was 5. It felt like the perfect move for the player, moving to Liverpool, emulating one of the greatest defenders of his generation, and technically a countryman at that. Well, Real Madrid clearly turned a blind eye to such a poetic story, for they brushed Premier League competition aside to activate the prodigy's £50 million release clause and bring him home. Arne Slot still needs a new central defender, and while Huijsen is a one-of-a-kind talent, there might just be an alternative option waiting across the continent, having been of a vested interest to Liverpool in the past. Liverpool enter race for new center-back. Huijsen's off the cards, yada yada, but he's not the only talented center-back looking to take the next step in his career. Mega money deals, controversial moves, and big-name flops. This is the home of transfer news and opinion across Football Fancast. According to Portuguese outlet O Jogo, Liverpool are interested in Sporting Lisbon's Goncalo Inácio, 23, once again having been routinely linked with a dynamic defender across the past couple of years. The left-footed defender has a €60 million, £50 million release clause in his contract, but suitors are optimistic that they can engineer a more agreeable figure. However, with Manchester United and Newcastle United thought to be interested too, FSG will need to up the ante if they wish to find a fitting long-term Van Dijk heir. What Goncalo Inácio would bring to Liverpool. Inácio has yet to compete away from his Portuguese homeland, but he hasn't exactly done that badly in Portugal, appearing 213 times for Sporting after graduating from their academy. Journalist Antonio Mango has drawn attention to Inácio's insane range of passing, and that's corroborated by the data, for Inácio has completed an average of 89% of his passes across his senior career, as recorded by WhoScored. Moreover, Inácio's aerial ability suggests he could offer a similar level of ability in that regard as Huijsen, whose rangy frame and composure, leading to expert timing, is something that would have seen him exceed expectations when stepping into Van Dijk's boots at Liverpool. His modern tailored style is exactly what Liverpool are looking for, and he's a left-sided center-back besides. To add further substance to the argument, this is a player who has been tracked by Liverpool for a number of years, and he's only got better and better. Having been an influential member of a 2-time Liga Portugal winning backline in recent years, Inácio has fostered the perfect mentality for a place in Liverpool's first team. And he's also blessed with a technical level that most other central defenders across Europe can only dream of. Most, but not all. Huijsen can certainly throw down with the Portuguese ace on that front. And when racking up the respective players' skills against each other, you can see that both offer similar qualities. Huijsen is a strong defender, but his range of passing and creativity, his ability to play through the lines, are the facets which define him as a future superstar. Inácio perhaps outperforms him in that regard, and if placed in Slot's high-flying Liverpool system, you can only imagine the progress he could make, following the likes of Cody Gakpo and Ryan Gravenberch in making remarkable progress onto the Dutchman's wing. Further to the point, Inacio made only one defensive error across his 28 top-flight appearances last term, whereas Huijsen made 4 playing for Bournemouth in the Premier League, albeit playing at what is considered a higher level, in more intense and rigorous conditions. He's not perfect, but the Portugal international has the making of an elite-level defender, and he could prove the dream Huijsen alternative if signed this summer, learning from Van Dijk over the next couple of years before breaking away from the Reds' legend shadow and becoming a sensation in his own right down the line.